It's a very nice day here back at the backyard golf course. The turf looks happy. I fertilized a week ago and this fairway area has come back to life. The Kentucky Bluegrass looking better than it has in a while. And in this video, I am going to mow this entire place with all of my mowers. So you'll find out how many mowers you need if you want to do a little backyard golf course. We are approaching the 1-year anniversary from when I put this Kentucky Bluegrass down. So it's come a long way. And this is something I've been looking forward to. I am finally going to define a fairway from the rough area. Right now, that center area is really just a lawn. It's not really a golf course. Yes, I have 2 USGA golf greens that I built, but in between them, it was just topsoil. It was Kentucky Bluegrass seed, and now we have a lawn. But today, finally, I can create the shape of the fairway and make this look like a true golf course. A couple months ago, I started toying around with the 2-level mowing here at the first tee box at the back of the house, and it was mostly just as a joke to make this look like a little mini putt, mini fairway, mini rough area. But this Kentucky Bluegrass looks so good when you do define those 2 areas, so I want to do this on a larger level out there. I was just out with my drone taking some B-roll footage here, the before pictures of this fairway, and I just flew it into a tree. So I got a bit of a problem. I think I'm still going to get the mower out, but if you don't see any more drone footage in this video, that's the story. The drone's still in the tree. It's pretty high up there. There's a couple different ways to define the shape of your fairway. I'm sure there's a more planned way to do it. Aerial photo, draw it out, and then try to scope it out on foot. I think I'm just gonna wing it here today. That's usually what I do. So the first mower of the day is this thing's gotta be 25 years old. It's a Toro Reelmaster 1000. They have these transport wheels on, so you can just fling those off, and now it will just run on the roller. I'm not going to use the grass catcher today because it's really just the fairway shape. This is a reel mower, so those blades are going to spin around and mow that grass nice and clean. I'm honestly not exactly sure where I'm going to go here. I think this is just going to be a fluid situation for the rest of the year. I may move out further. I may let stuff grow in. I really just want to get a pattern down and then tweak it week to week as we go from there. But we got to start somewhere, so let's get a shape going. It'd be very nice to get that drone out of the tree that's right behind the camera to take a look at what I actually just did there, because you kind of have to stand back and see what's happening. It is right up there, still making noise. Lights flashing. I got to get that down somehow. It's back. Did not enjoy doing that. Could have probably used safer methods, but all in all, back. I don't know if it works yet, but I'm going to get on the big mower. We'll start carving out this fairway. This is a Toro Reelmaster 3100D, so it's a triplex. It has 3 reels on it. It cuts about 85 inches wide. This is one that I've had a while. I like this one. I've been using it on my front lawn for 3 years. Not a new machine by any means. This thing is also 20 years old, but these Toro things, they just run well. So same idea as the Reelmaster 1000 that I just used. It's got the reels going around, cutting nice and clean. So I'm going to hop on and take down the center area. This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be a stripe show. This first mow is really just to get where I want to go, take a look if my drone works from above, see where we're at. And it's going to be a few days from now as I continue to mow this place. Then at the end, I might put a little stripe show on, see how it looks. But today, don't expect a lot. I really just want to find that rough line, what looks good. And there's the issue if you don't lay down a perfect stripe pattern. With these reel mowers, you get a mix match of grass pushed down that way on the right side, and then you can see the darker grass, and that is blades pushed down this way towards the sun. So I'm going to clean this up by the end of the video. I just wanted to get a mow down. I haven't mowed here in over 2 weeks, preparing for this video, trying to get the rough long enough to cut. So that's why it's like that, but we'll clean it up now tonight. And this is our newest and largest mound. This is a giant pile of rocks that I still cannot believe, after only 6 weeks of putting the seed down, has a stand of grass this strong on it. I was worried I wouldn't be able to grow anything on here because it's literally 10 feet of rock under my feet. Put about this much soil on top, and that grass is loving it. So that large mound will absolutely have longer bluegrass on top of it, some heavy rough, and I'll come around with the fairway mower and do a nice oval pattern around that. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do up here just yet. I think I'm just gonna figure it out when I'm on the mower. That is a fairway tee box, so I gotta have some short grass coming off that, maybe keep some long on both sides. Going multiple passes with that reel mower really cleans everything up here. It looks good at 3/4 of an inch, but I think I went too wide. I don't know, maybe I should have got that drone out of the tree earlier. It just looks wide on the fairway. I don't seem to have as much rough as I was picturing in my head. Down here near the green, the fairway feels like a football field. Again, nice thing with grass is you can correct this. We're off to a tough start on this video. Drone in a tree over there, and now my favorite boots are ripped. These things only 3 months old. I originally was mowing golf greens in running shoes here. That's how little I know or knew about golf course management. My feet were soaked every day. It was driving me crazy. You could wear big rubber boots. They were uncomfortable. I saw a video, shout out to Golf Course Guy. He puts out a short video every morning, and he actually works at a golf course and knows what he's doing, unlike myself, and he was wearing these boots. So I emailed the company and they were pretty good. They said, yeah, we can send them back. And then at the end, they kind of said something weird. They want me to cut the boots in 2 different places. They even sent pictures of how to cut your boots apart. I guess so you can't continue to wear them or do another return. The only issue with me is I'm kind of the only guy here, and I'm busy and I like these boots, and I don't want to be down for a week. It's going to take over a week to get me a new pair of boots, but they're kind of relentless on this, so I have to cut these boots. Don't want to get this wrong, because they will not ship me a new pair of boots until I send them a picture of my current boots absolutely destroyed. Kind of weird, kind of frustrating, but here we go. Oh, my good boots. This is so wrong. And if that wasn't enough, you have to make a second cut right across the toe. So now all I have to do is send them a picture of my destroyed boots, and they should send me a new pair. Totally normal return policy. This is prime time weather for grass growing. I have so much mowing to do here on this video. Things are looking great, but I certainly can't take a week off. So the beat goes on here. We're gonna have to just keep on going. Another nice morning here. The greens have dew on them. I'm going to mow them. I haven't mowed actually in 2 days. Try to do it every day, but honestly with life, sometimes it just doesn't happen. 2 greens to do. We're going to use that Toro Reelmaster 1000. It's a different one, similar model to that older one that I ran the fairway with. I got this mower last fall from a golf course that was shutting down. This is an old one, but it's in good shape. We're getting late in the year, but just for this video, I'm gonna mow at the lowest point I've been ever. This is an Accu gauge. This runs on the 2 rollers, and then this pin will go up and measure how high your reels are set. You simply loosen a nut here, and then this will bring your front roller up and down, and that is how you determine your height. I am at 110 thousandths of an inch. This is the lowest I've ever mowed, hoping it goes okay. All right, there we go, 110. I like it. That's the lowest I've ever been. I didn't scalp anywhere, which I'm surprised with. I've never top dressed. It's something I have to do. I'm running out of time this fall, but this is the original green. I just made that with the Toro Sand Pro, planted the grass seed, and I'm down to 110, so super happy with that. We got to get to the other green. I cut out later than I'd like to this morning. Always nice to run these mowers on that dew because they just slide around so nicely. That looks so good. It's like a velvet. It's down low, 110. Honestly, didn't think I could get this low without top dressing. First year, didn't really know what I was doing, just built a golf green last fall. I'm pretty late in the year to go down that low. I just wanted to see if I could do it, how low we could go for the year. I'll slowly start to move back up now as we prepare for those colder months. Got quite a bit of clippings off of it. Nice and clean cut. That mower is 20 years old. Still doing the job. I love that commercial grade golf course stuff. It looks different here. We got that bluegrass in the background here, and we've got the bluegrass on the hill, and then our third plot is slowly coming in over there, but starting to look like a legitimate little golf course here. Up next to mow is the back of the house. We got a little patio set up here now. You can have a cold drink, tee off on number 1 tee box, launching down to the big green. It's a great view here. This is the mono stand that I planted last fall. This is only Everest Kentucky bluegrass growing in this area here. This is the area of the house where I have the 2 different levels of mowing. So we have the fairway length, and then I've got the little rough area going around here. So for the fairway, we will use that mower that I started this video with out there doing the perimeter. That is set to about 3/4 of an inch. It is the Toro Reelmaster 1000, my older one. And for the longer perimeter perimeter, the rough area around this mini course, I'm using this old Cub Cadet push mower. I bought a zero turn years ago, 2008, 2009. It's still hanging on and mowing grass, and it was a promo, so they threw in a push mower and a trimmer. So this one's basically valued at $0, but it's still going years later, and that's all cleaned up. But both of those mowers combined at almost 40 years old. Not pretty, not fancy, but they still do a good job if you take care of them. And I gotta say, like, I'm blown away. You're elevated enough where it looks really cool. You got a really nice long shot. The next piece of mowing business is up here. This has not been mowed in 1 year. This is a really cool spot up here looking down at the golf course. I'm toying with the idea of this being possibly our only par 4. You're forced to drive out under the fairway with a layup and then go for the green. I've always loved that fine fescue look when it's blowing in the wind like that. Looks like the British Open. I wanted to get some of that grass here. And this is for our UK viewers. Number 3 in the world are the UK viewers. So I got my tee out. I've got my finest little English cup, or whatever you guys call it. This is my sheep fescue that I love. I did a video on it last fall where I was bragging that you don't have to mow it and it just stays nice and low. I forgot about the seed head stage. I mowed a couple times last year. This year, never. So these seed heads come out in the spring and they look good. They've got that dark bluish green color to it, and then when they go dry you have this look. We used to live at a property with a lot of leaves, and this thing will suck up all the leaves on your property. It is such a good bagging mulcher. Don't use it all the time, but just a heavy duty, solid commercial grade mower. I'm not sure if hot tea was the best choice on a hot day like today, but we've got a little bit more mowing to do. That was the easy part, unfortunately. I have this huge hill to do, and my footwear seems to have lost some of its traction, so I'm going to put on my old baseball cleats because this is a tough hill and this dry fescue is so slippery. I haven't worn these things in about 15 years. Well, that is a workout. I am sweating that British tea out right now. And that's also another reason that I don't mow that grass very often. And that is another reason why I put that grass down. Fine fescue, I love it. It is so tough. Like, this is literally one of the worst droughts that I've seen. It's still alive. I think it's gonna make it through. If you've got a spot at home that you just wanna throw a little bit of green cover down, go ahead and use a fine fescue. This is sheep fescue, Blue Mesa sheep fescue. It's been a couple days since I've been out. We've had some great weather. The leaves are changing colors here. The calendar's actually into October now. Does not feel like it today. Good weather. I've been waiting for that fairway to grow in, giving it a couple days, because I made that mistake of making the fairway as wide as an aircraft landing strip. So I want to bring that rough in. But today, this grass right here, this is that tee box that we seeded. Exactly, I looked it up 28 days ago. It's looking pretty good, and I think I'm gonna give it its first ever mow here. This is that third plot, the final plot that I seeded with the 2 tee boxes in it, and it has been a struggle, not gonna lie, straight up struggle. It's drying out on me. I don't have the greatest soil here. Still waiting for this one to really come on. I think by the end of the year we'll have a nice stand of grass here. But for now, we'll get on to that 1-month-old grass. Not too bad for 1-month bluegrass. I'll take it. Not perfect by any means, but I'm going to come out with the fertilizer now and give it its 1-month application. We'll push a little bit of nitrogen with it. Fertilizer's down, possibly rain tonight. We have not had rain in weeks. It's been so dry here, so I want to put a little bit of water on there, just get that fertilizer into the root zone. It's been a few days. Autumn is in the air. We're losing some leaves off the trees. It's that time of year. I don't want to clean these up. I'm probably just going to mow right over them today because I am going to mow this entire place. That fertilizer's worked. That bluegrass is really perked up. Love the color, love the growth. So I think I can now correct my fairway, bring it in a little bit tighter on this pass, and then I'm gonna get the big mower out and we're gonna mow that rough. I just turned the camera off and I got an email from the boot company. They have accepted my damaged, cut up pictures of my boots. So I have a shipment on the way. Please note that once the new boots are sent, the defective pair must no longer be worn and should be destroyed. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get sued. I'm surprised how much length this bluegrass has put on after that fertilizer application. The first thing I'm going to do is get on that 3100 at the Fairway mower and tighten up this area. I want to make sure you have to make a good shot off the tee. This is way too easy. It's way too open here. I like the look of that perimeter. I'm going to try it this time. We'll get the bird in the air, check things out at the end, but there's a lot tighter fairway at the end there. That rough pulls out from the left side a lot. All right, I'm going to lay some stripes down on this one. I know there's stripe people out there. I'm kind of 50-50. There's days where I like putting stripes down and there's other days where I just want to mow nice and clean, no patterns. But with these big mowers, they have the roller on the back, and that is basically what holds this blade, the reel system, in the air. Roller on the front, roller on the back, and after that grass is cut with the reel, this travels on top of it, presses it down. These are 186 pounds. They are monster reels. All right, I admit it, the stripes look good. I'm not always a stripe guy, but with the sun setting on that bluegrass, man, that looks good. I'm running out of daylight here, but I'm gonna get the rough mower out and we'll clean up a lot of these rough areas. I'm gonna mow this giant pile of rocks first. I can't believe it's only been like 6.5 weeks since I seeded that. It's Kentucky bluegrass with 25% perennial ryegrass in there, and I can't wait to see it striped up. This is the Toro 4300. It's moving. I got to put a rock under the wheels. I don't have a parking brake on it. It's missing some things. It's not perfect, but like I said, the price is right. Not much more than a riding lawnmower from a big box store. I'm up at this raised tee box, so I'm gonna mow all of this rough. This is a big chunk of rough that I have here. Again, I have to go with patterns because you can see the rollers on those mower decks. It's also going to press that grass down. All right, I admit it again, it looks pretty good striped. We got a lot of stripes going on here, but for the stripe people, I think they're gonna like that. Don't mow your mats with a rotary mower. Real mower, yeah, you can get over the mats, but don't do it with the rotary. It is almost 1 year to the day that I put all of this Kentucky bluegrass down, and here we are. We've got multiple height of cut levels here. It looks like a mini golf course. It's come a long way, really full after the first year. Super happy with that. I'm back here again, definitely finishing the video today. At the end of this video in a few minutes, I want to have the nicest overhead view of this place ever. I mean, it's only been a year, so let's not get carried away, but I think it's going to look the best it ever has. If I had to do this video again, I would definitely just take one day and mow everything. I've been playing catch up here. This is multiple days have gone past, so I've been mowing everything. This morning I came out, mowed the greens, and this is the last time I'll actually mow these greens this low. The real golf courses around the area are already moving their height of cut up higher. I'm still way down at 110 thousandths of an inch. So I got to get up, get ready for the cold weather, protect these greens for the winter. So got out, did that this morning, and I think all we have left here, you've seen a lot of mowing already, but I have to do the collars and I have to do these bushy mounds here around the green. But first, an important piece of business. My replacement footwear has finally shown up. Can't wait to get rid of these things. Nice. There we go. All kidding aside, thanks for the replacement boots. Not sure about that return policy, but it's certainly gonna be nice to retire these guys. So for the collars, I go back to the ancient Greensmaster 1000. This is the one that I have set all the time at 5/8 of an inch. I love running the collars. Honestly, this Bentgrass at 5/8 of an inch is really cool feeling and looking. It might be my favorite grass on the entire course. I know that sounds crazy, but it just feels cool. So to me, this is the coolest bent grass here. I know everybody loves the greens, bent grass greens, cut as low as you possibly can and making them firm and hard for putting. But this spongy, fluffy bent grass here at 5/8 of an inch, it's just got a cool feel to it, a cool look. And when I mow it both ways, it really stands up well. And even though that mower is 30 years old, that Toro still puts down a pretty good cut here. Marching to the end here on this marathon mowing video, we've got one more area left to mow that you haven't seen, and that is just these little mounds here around the green. And for this mowing, I just turned the height of cut up to the maximum that this old mower will go, and it's still doing a great job. How good does this look at the highest mowed height that I can possibly mow this Kentucky Bluegrass at? And one thing I've learned is that this is exactly where Bluegrass is most comfortable. My fairway does not look this good. That shorter cut fairway grass at 3/4 of an inch, it's under more stress here in the sun and the heat than this stuff is. This is truly where Bluegrass looks great, and when you have it on a golf course, it is nice when the ball gets down deep in that rough. I've got mowers scattered everywhere here. I'm gonna get the two big boys out, the fairway mower and the rough mower. You've already seen them, so I'm not gonna bore you with too much more of that. Just gonna do a quick cut here. I'm gonna clean this up. I can't keep up with these leaves. They're really starting to fall now, so I'm just gonna mow them up. Not ideal, but I think we're getting closer to this final picture, and I'm pretty sure this place is gonna look good. Well, there we go, a nice little cleanup mow. You can see these stripes, they become more defined each time I go over them. That is called burning it in. You just keep going the same way, and they'll get sharper and sharper and sharper. Honestly, a year ago, I really didn't think I'd have it this clean here. This is looking really nice. The Bluegrass is coming in. Next year, it's gonna look a lot better here. It's still thin enough. When you look from above, it's still a little bit thin there for sure. So next year, it's gonna look awesome, but really just wanted to get all the mowers out, give this thing one nice mow here before it gets too cold on me. So if you were wondering how many mowers you would need for a backyard golf course, this is about it. A couple of these could be adjusted and you could lose maybe one or two of them, but to just keep the height settings the same, it's so much faster. Right at the end of the video, I will show what I paid for these things. They are all used. They were out of pocket. I didn't get sponsored, didn't get anything for free. I went with Toro. I think Toro's the best mower out there just from my research, and I can say that because I bought them myself. This was a lot of fun. It was also a lot of work here. We're trying to get this thing cleaned up, but it is time for that aerial shot. I think we have this thing as clean as I've ever had it, as good as it looks.